Hey guys, good afternoon. How's it going? I don't know if you have had a morning like I have. It has been busy, busy, busy around here. We live in South Florida and Hurricane Matthew is headed our way. So we have been getting propane tanks filled, finding water bottles, getting gas in the car, cooking, prepping some meals so that we have stuff we can just heat up really easily, getting all the laundry done, getting the dishes washed, and we are just doing everything we can to be ready for this hurricane. So who on here lives in Florida? Give me a thumbs up if you live in Florida so that I know how many people, so that we can see how many people we have in this group. Even if you're in replay, give me a thumbs up if you live in Florida so we can see how many people in this group are here. So yeah, you do. I know you do, honey. So anyway, yeah, it's been a busy afternoon and I thought I need a distraction, and I love to talk essential oils. I've been preparing for you guys to talk about grapefruit. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about grapefruit essential oil. Why grapefruit? You know, I can't really tell you there's a lot of rhyme or reason in how I choose the oils that I decide to research, except for the fact that I just pray about it and I just ask the Lord to lay on my heart, you know, which one do we need to learn together about next? And it was grapefruit. All right, so today we're going to do a little bit of grapefruit talk. Today I just want to talk about some background and some kind of general stuff. And then in our next video, which hopefully we will have power after tomorrow, and before the week's end, we can, I can share with you like specifics, how you can specifically use grapefruit topically and aromatically and internally. So, all right, so let's talk grapefruit. All right, so grapefruit essential oil. First of all, I'm wondering who has grapefruit. Give me hearts. Click on a little heart if this grapefruit essential oil is one that you have. I would recommend, if you're watching this video and you're learning about your grapefruit, then go grab it and smell it while you're listening to this, because you can create a memory that can be triggered whenever you smell smells, right? We smell cookies and it reminds us of something, or you know, you might smell rose and that might remind you of somebody, you know, your grandmother or something, a perfume she used to wear. So yeah, go get your grapefruit essential oil and smell it while you're learning this information, so you can put the information with the smell. Okay. All right. So grapefruit, it has it has a scientific name, and its scientific name is Citrus paradisi. Grapefruit is actually a hybrid. It is a hybrid between a fruit that you can find in Southeast Asia called a pomelo. It's native to Southeast Asia, called a pomelo. And so it's a hybrid between a pomelo and a sweet orange. And sweet orange is actually the fruit that Young Living gets its orange essential oil from. So that is the grapefruit is where we get our grapefruit essential oil from. But did you know that grapefruit essential oil is not a true essential oil? So I wrote a blog and it just talked about how we get essential oils and what they are. I'll put a link to that in the comments below. But in order for something to be a true essential oil, it has to be distilled from a part of the plant. So that's not how we get grapefruit. We get grapefruit essential oil by cold pressing the rind of the plant. So let's say you cut up a lemon or you go to peel an orange, or you go to peel a grapefruit, and it's like, and you see like that mist that comes out off of the rind, and sometimes maybe like it might get in your eye, or you're like, oh, okay. So that is the essential oil of the grapefruit that you're experiencing, and it's very fragrant, lots of aldehydes. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but very fragrant. So that is where the essential oil of the grapefruit comes, as opposed to if it was a true essential oil, then it would come from distilling the plants, or the flowers or the leaves or the wood of the grapefruit tree. All right, but that's not where we get our grapefruit essential oil. We get it from cold pressing the rind of the grapefruit fruit. Grapefruit is super affordable. It's well under $20, I think, for regular retail customers and also for wholesale members. So it's a very affordable oil. It is very rich in D-limonene. So if you think about the seed to seal process that sets Young Living apart from all other essential oil companies, one of the steps is test. And so Young Living tests every batch of grapefruit essential oil before it is bottled and sealed to make sure that the D-limonene content is between 88 to 95%. If it dips below that, it will not be bottled and sold. D-limonene is amazing. I encourage you to research it. There is a website that I usually recommend. It is pubmed.gov. go there, type in D-limonene, and just see some of the information that you can learn doing your own research and kind of taking charge of your own health and wellness decisions. But anyway, 88 to 95% D-limonene is amazing. All right, so grapefruit essential oil. How can we use it? What's it useful for? Well, one thing grapefruit does is it helps to support our weight goals. It also helps to support a healthy cell cycle. And it also is great for our lymphatic system and great for our gallbladder and our liver. All right, so let's walk through some of these things. All right, grapefruit essential oil. It helps to support our weight goals. Remember I said that there are a lot of aldehydes that are in grapefruit essential oil? Well, one of the aldehydes is citral. So the citral aldehyde in grapefruit essential oil does something really cool. It encourages our bodies to do thermogenesis. So when we eat, if we have too many calories, our body has a choice, all right? It can say, hey, Michelle, it can take those extra calories and it can store them as fat in fat cells. Another thing that it can do is it can burn those calories as heat, and that is what thermogenesis is. So the citral is that aldehyde compound that we find in grapefruit essential oil, and it encourages thermogenesis. So grapefruit essential oil is a great choice in supporting healthy metabolism. We're going to talk about ways to use it internally, but yeah, adding a drop of grapefruit vitality to your water is an awesome way to enjoy that benefit. All right, grapefruit essential oil is also a diuretic, so it helps your body release excess water. It helps you to release excess water from your body. It is also known to aid in curbing your appetite and increasing your feeling of being full and satisfied. So yeah, if you're trying to support your your weight goals, then grapefruit's going to be a wonderful thing to have in your tool chest, in your wellness tool chest. Okay, another thing grapefruit essential oil does is it supports a normal cell cycle. So what is a normal cell cycle? All right, cells grow, and then whenever they get ready to divide, they replicate their DNA, and then the DNA, one copy goes to one side of the cell, one copy goes to another side of the cell, and the cell divides and it breaks off and you have two new cells, okay? When this happens, when the DNA gets replicated, our creator is amazing. God put all of these tiny, tiny molecules that like walk along the DNA and make sure that it got replicated properly, and then like can fix it if it wasn't replicated properly. Like, it is amazing. If you ever study genetics, it is just fascinating. But sometimes the DNA gets messed up. It doesn't replicate properly. And so one of the things that can happen is the cell, if the DNA isn't replicated properly, the cell should die. All right, that's what you want it to do. You want it to die. Otherwise, what could happen is the cell could get triggered to replicate itself, uncontrollably, or have uncontrolled cell proliferation. So one thing that grapefruit essential oil does is it supports a normal cell cycle, so that if that DNA doesn't get replicated properly, the cell commits suicide. It's apoptosis. That cell dies off, so that misinformation in the DNA doesn't get carried on, doesn't get transferred and into more cells as that cell continues to divide. All right, so grapefruit oil, it supports a healthy cell cycle. That's awesome. All right, another thing, remember I said that grapefruit oil contains 88 to 95% D-limonene? Well, that is fantastic for supporting your immune system. So that is one reason that if you take Super C, now Young Living has two different Super Cs. One of them is a chewable, and that one I give to my kids, and at night we'll say, oh, it's time to take your sweet tart supplement, because I think it tastes like a sweet tart. It's a chewable. But there's also one that you can swallow. It's a capsule. So in that one, you're going to find grapefruit essential oil. So yeah, the D-limonene definitely is a wonderful immune supporting constituent that we find in grapefruit essential oil. Okay. Another thing that grapefruit does is it stimulates your lymphatic system. So if you aren't familiar with your lymphatic system, or what lymph is, or how that all works, it kind of goes hand in hand with our cardiovascular and our immune systems. Simply go to the top of this group, and there's a little search rectangle, and you can type in lymph, L-Y-M-P-H. Just type in lymph, and you'll see anything that I've ever shared about the lymphatic system. I know that there's at least one really good video that explains what it does, and you could infer from that why we would want to support it. Okay, another thing that, this is the last one, that grapefruit essential oil does is it supports healthy gallbladder and kidney function, as well as healthy digestion. So because it is so good at supporting gallbladder and kidney function, there is an essential oil blend that Young Living offers that's called GLF. And it is a blend of different essential oils that support gallbladder liver function, GLF. You get it? That's a good way to remember what it's for. So, and in that blend, one of the main oils is grapefruit essential oil. It's that good at supporting healthy gallbladder and liver function. Yes, and it also supports healthy digestion. So I'm going to hop on here, like I said, again, hopefully later in the week and go through like some specifics. How can we use it internally, or grapefruit internally? How can we use it aromatically? How can we use it topically? When would be a good time to do that? What are good ways to do that? But like I said, I needed a distraction from all the hurricane preparations and just get on here and be with you guys and talk oils. So if you know someone who would benefit from this information, you are welcome to tag them. And if they're not part of our group, then you're welcome to invite them to this group. This group is secret, so you can't find it. But if you know somebody who's in, then you have it in and they can add you. They can add you to it. Is it secret or private? Oh, now I think it might be private. Anyway. All right. So you guys be safe. And if you are in Florida, and I see some people on here that are watching are, be safe. If you are not in Florida, pray for us, because if Hurricane Matthew jogs just a little bit to the east, it's going to make such a difference in the force winds, how strong the winds are that we receive here. So, all right, everybody get back to your preparations. Have a blessed afternoon, and hopefully we will have electricity and I'll be able to come back and share some more before the end of the week. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.